Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today I am sharing 9 makeup hacks to always look your best. Now, these are simple daily hacks, tips and tricks you can incorporate into your makeup routine, whether you spend 5 minutes on your makeup or you spend 45 minutes on your makeup. They do not have to be reserved for special occasions. They do not have to be reserved for when you have more time. You can start doing these today and you will look more awake, more youthful, and just look your best. So I'm excited to share these 9 hacks with you. This is really going to be focused on technique and like tips and tricks. Of course, I'll have all of the products that I'm using listed in the description box below, but by no means feel like you need to have exactly what I'm using. You might find that you need to actually adjust what I'm using to fit your, your skin type, your eye color, all of those things, and your personal preference. So before we get started, I want to say that we are celebrating our 3rd year in business with BK Beauty, and just want to thank you guys. I want to thank you for making this possible for me, for us, from Paul and I, for our family, for my team. It has been an incredible 3 years. In some ways, it feels like it's been 10, and in some ways, it feels like we just launched last month. But I'm so grateful for you guys. I should say that to you every day because truly I wake up and I feel incredibly grateful for this life. And a big part of my life is this. It's YouTube, it's you guys, and it's BK Beauty. So in honor of our 3rd anniversary, we are having our annual anniversary sale where you can save 20 to 35% off site-wide. Everything is on sale, from one brush to bundled brushes that are already discounted. So that's where you get the biggest savings. I'm gonna be using a lot of these in the B-roll that you see in this video, which I'll have all of those listed and linked down below as well. We are out of stock out of a couple things. So what we've done is if you join our waiting list during our anniversary sale and you are notified when we restock on those items, when we restock in those items, you will get the anniversary sale price. So if you go to the website and something is out of stock, make sure you join our waiting list because when we do restock, you will get notified and we will honor the anniversary sale discount. So don't forget about the waiting list. Thank you guys. Okay, you guys, let's get started. So the first is this is actually a product. So I know I said this wasn't product focused, but this is actually a product. I started using the Lumify drops a couple of years ago. If you watch some of my old videos, you will see how red my eyes are. I struggle with dry eye. I've seen, eye doctors and tried everything. I've tried very expensive eye drops, like prescription eye drops. I've tried doing Sustain every, few hours. And while it will alleviate some of the discomfort that I have in dry eye, it didn't really change the look. I still had red eyes all the time. This is a game changer. This makes your eyes, as you can see, extremely bright. And what we may not realize is that when our eyes are like discolored, dull, red, or yellow, it ages us a bit. It makes us look tired. It makes us look sick. So having bright eyes like this really just makes you look your best. I do want to say that this is not something that I would recommend using multiple times every single day. I do save this actually for special occasions. So this is the one makeup hack or hack in the video that I would say, save this for more. I save this for when I film or when I have an event, or if I'm going to be around people and I just notice my eyes are really, really red. But these are amazing, incredible. I haven't found anything on the market that works quite as good as this. So there is my first hack. This is something I do every time I sit down and film. I have a couple of these bottles sitting right here. So hack number 2 is using complementary colors in your eye makeup. Now, complementary colors you can find directly from the color wheel. I'm going to insert an image and a graphic of a color wheel right here, and I'll leave it here while I'm talking through this makeup hack. So I have green eyes. You can see that green is directly opposite of red on the color wheel. That doesn't mean that I need to use red makeup, red eyeshadow, red eyeliners. My eyes aren't as green as the green that you see on the color wheel. My eyes are a version of that green, right? You shift it a little more golden or yellow, and that's kind of where my eyes come in. So I like to choose colors that have a red base to them, orange, pinks. Those are colors that really help complement my eye. When you put complementary colors next to each other like this, it actually makes them pop and makes them stand out and more vibrant. If you take complementary colors and you apply them on top of each other, it actually neutralizes them. So if you think about it, when you have like redness on the face from pimples or, blemishes or just rosacea, that's when you use a green color corrector. If you never understood that reasoning behind it, it's because green and red neutralize each other because they are complementary and you put them on top of each other. But in the purpose of eye makeup, you put a complementary color on your lid and it's going to make your natural color pop. So choose colors that are complementary to your natural color. That'll really make your eyes pop, make you look your best. And again, you don't have to use like red if you have green. Find warm like coral colors or even neutral bronzy shades that have a lot of warmth to them. So that's why we see a lot of really warm eyeshadow palettes, because they're really complementary to people with green or blue eyes, and eyes that are brown that have some green or hazel to them. So that is hack number 2. So hack number 3 is applying a soft, subtle shimmer in the inner corner of your eye. So we're talking right here. Now I like to use a small brush. I love the A502 from BK Beauty. It's the Angie Hot and Flashy collaboration that we did. This is such a great size because it's nice and fluffy. So you're not gonna apply it too pigmented. It'll still apply like a soft sheer shade, but it's the perfect size to get right in there in the inner corner. And I actually used the True Beauty palette on my eyes today. So to give you some reference for my crease, I used Love and Grace and a little bit of Beauty. I mixed those 3 shades together and that's what I put in my outer corner. You'll see obviously this has a lot of red in it and some orange warm neutrals. Now in my inner corner, I used Brooklyn, which is a really very like soft, shimmery, like nude shade, more like a champagne kind of gold, very, very light gold. And I just placed that in my inner corner. That's gonna brighten up the eyes. It's also a light shimmery shade, so it creates the illusion of more space, so it makes your eyes look bigger. I took the same shade and the same brush and I dusted that underneath my brow bone to give a lift and a highlight to the face. It really ties that all in together. But going in with a soft shimmery shadow that's very light and bright is a hack that makes all the difference. Now, what you want to avoid is you want to avoid something metallic-y or too frosty or chunky. You really want it to be a very soft, buttery sheen or a shimmer. So I love the shade Brooklyn. It is like one of my most used shades from this palette. Love it. And it'll actually work for all skin tones. If you're very fair, it might turn a little more yellow on you. So you can find more of a lighter version of that. MAC Shroom is a great option, or MAC Rice Paper. If you have either of those work great too. Okay, soft shimmer on the center of the lid. Another little hack is to use a soft, lighter shimmer on the center of your lid. Now you can see that I have this really beautiful kind of rosy taupey shade on my lid and it has some shimmer. Just popping a little bit of that with a small brush or even your fingertip to finish off your look is going to make your eyes pop. Because it's light and it's shimmery, it's gonna make your eyelids look like they are protruding more. So if you have a hooded eye or you have a smaller eyelid, it really kind of lifts and gives more shape and size to the eye, really makes it look wide and awake, especially if you have a deeper color in the corner and crease like I do. And again here, stick with a complementary color or stick with a shade that's very light, like the shade that you use in your inner corner. The key is just making it a little bit brighter and lighter than any other shadows that you're using in your outer corner or your crease. If you have been watching my channel for a little while, you know this had to get in this video because this is my little signature little makeup hack. I love to do this. I do this all the time. And it is applying a nude liner in your inner waterline. Now, you might notice it, you might not here, but I can tell you from like before and after, there is such a difference. It just opens the eye up. If you notice, there's a theme here. Everything I'm doing is tips that make your eyes look more bright and open and wide and awake. And this is one of them. Now you want to avoid something really white and stark. So find a nude shade that has a little bit of warmth to it, maybe a little bit of a peach undertone, maybe a little yellow, maybe a little pink, but make sure it's just not too light. You don't want it to be obvious. You don't want people to look at you and that's all they see is this bright waterline. You want it to just enhance your eyes and make your eyes appear a little bit brighter. Now, the one thing you do have to do if you wear this is do a lower lash liner. So you want something darker on the lower lash line. If you don't wear any liner on the bottom, I personally think when you line the inner waterline with something like this and you don't put a darker line, it looks a little more obvious. So I like to put, a smoky bronzy line on the lower lash line and then this in the waterline. Fun little fact, I used to do makeup. I was a makeup artist, and when I would do like beauty pageants or weddings, that's a lot of what I did was weddings. That was like a step that I did on every single client, and it just makes a world of difference. So number 6 is kind of 2 parts, and you can pick either one or you can do them both. Curling your lashes. Do we all curl our lashes? Is that something we all do? If you do not do it, add that to your look, whether you're wearing very little makeup that day or a lot of makeup. Curling your lashes is like an instant lash lift. It just opens up the eyes. It makes whatever mascara you're using look that much better. Major difference in a small second to take to actually do it. The other is to wear a natural daytime lash. I have these here. I will list them and link them down below for you. They make the biggest difference. Lashes are just a total game changer, and they've become so much easier to apply these days than I feel like they were in the past. There are so many great options in quick drying glue, brush on glue that really make applying a lash not as intimidating or scary as it used to be. So I challenge you, if you don't wear lashes, I challenge you to like wear them maybe once a month. Maybe start with once a month and then see how you feel once a week. They really totally change the game. And like I said, you can wear them with like a very soft eye makeup look, or you can wear them with something really dramatic. I feel like my eye makeup today is pretty soft and natural, very daytime, but having these lashes just adds that extra level of glam to it, but still keeping it very wearable for just your day-to-day. Makeup hack number 7 is cream blush. Oh, you guys, cream blush is like the key to youthfulness. It is so flattering and beautiful on everyone. I truly feel that way. Do we have any oily skin types here? Do you have oily skin and you love or don't love cream blush? I would really love to know your input down below. Let me know. It is just so youthful. It gives the skin the perfect glow and highlight in the perfect place. I personally love, I have a lot of favorites, but you guys know my love for the Westman Atelier Baby Cheeks blush sticks is just deep. My love is deep for this product. This is the shade Petal and it is fantastic. If you're looking for a more affordable option, I really like the new Persona Dream Stick in the shade Teddy. That's really beautiful. I also love the Milani cheek sticks. Those are a bit more sheer and they actually look a bit more glossy. So if you're oilier skin, I'd probably steer clear of that one, but it's also very, very beautiful for normal dry skin. You can layer it to get a little bit more color, but it's gonna be a little bit more sheer. Now, the placement of blush is also important. As I get a little bit older, I notice my face shape is changing. Things used to be a little bit more lifted and now, now they're starting to, gravity is having its fun with me. So what I do now is I will start on the apple of my cheek, but I will blend upward to really kind of lift that cheek a little bit. So the placement is also very important. And I like to even bring it back here on the temples. It gives a more youthful look and a really pretty glow. Even though you might not see it when you're looking directly in the mirror, it makes such a difference in the profile of your face. Okay, so we're moving on to our last 2 makeup hacks and they are around the lips. Now, I have to say that this is a game-changing technique and maybe we already do this or maybe we feel like we don't know how to do this without looking overdone or fake, but I'm talking about slightly overlining your lips. So you want to take a nude lip pencil, something that is your lip color or maybe slightly deeper, but you don't want to do this with like a bold shade. You want this to look natural when it wears off because lip products wear off. So, and the last thing to wear off is always the lip liner. So if you do a really bold color and then your lip gloss and your lipstick has worn off, you now have a really bold overlined lip and you don't want that. I personally love BK Beauty's Warm Spice lip pencil. I also love Sweet Pea. Those are my 2 go-to pencils. Today I have Warm Spice, but when you apply this, when I say overline, don't line outside of your natural lip line. Line on your natural lip line, but on the very border of your lip line. So we tend to line inside of that, line on top of it, but on the outermost edge rim. It is slightly overlining your lips, but still looking very natural. It's also just giving symmetry and fullness to your lips. And the last makeup hack that I have is to use a sheer lip plumping gloss. This is huge. I've been loving the City Beauty San Diego is the shade. It's pink, but it actually goes on really gold and it's somewhat sheer. It has some color, but when it gets on top of the lips, the color kind of just shears out. So I have it on top of a lipstick. Today I'm wearing the Rare Beauty lipstick in Humble. I love this color, by the way. But applying this and then using the tip of the wand to go right over that outer border where you overlined. Use the tip of this and almost line your lips with the tip of this. That makes the biggest difference. It gives just a really, really full, pouty, like a lot of volume in the lips. And that, just enhances your overall look. More youthful, healthy, hydrated, love it. Okay, you guys, those are my 9 makeup hacks to always look your best, look more youthful, look your best. Just look and feel your best without being overdone. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will have all the details for our BK Beauty anniversary sale listed in the description box below. Be sure and head over there before it's over. It's only gonna be a few days, you guys, so don't miss out. And don't forget, if we are out of stock of anything, sign up for our waiting list and we will honor the anniversary price when we restock those products. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you guys so much for an amazing 8 years here on YouTube, but even more so an amazing 3 years with BK Beauty. We are all so grateful. On behalf of myself, on Paul, on my family, and on our team, we love you. Thank you. Bye, guys.